This video is sponsored by Purell, or Equate Moisturizing Hand Sanitizer. That's always in the background. It's pretty funny. All 4 MonsterVerse movies ranked. This is going to be my opinion, my thoughts, and my ranking of all 4 MonsterVerse movies. And I believe that you will disagree with me. So let me know down below how you would rank all 4 of these films. So let's be kind to each other. Let's realize that this is my ranking and not necessarily your ranking. Coming in at number 4, last place will be Godzilla, King of the Monsters. I wanted this movie to be amazing. I love the character of Godzilla. I just really love the monster himself, and King Ghidorah is such a great rival. But I felt like this movie pandered way too much to the horrible dialogue, the atrocious characters and atrocious acting at times, and these weird, stupid, conventional twists that did not actually make any difference to the story and felt very heavy-handed and cheesy. Unfortunately, Vera Farmiga is the character to me that really didn't make the most sense at all from what the character was trying to do. It really kind of highlights the human characters more as the villains than maybe the monsters, which that's really what it should be. It should be 2 monsters fighting it out, especially monsters like King Ghidorah. And this is a movie, King of the Monsters. We expected more monster fights in this movie, and there really isn't that many. And so it's very unfortunate for me. All of the action sequences in this film are great, but at the same time, I feel like the big problem of this movie is that they don't want to show us a lot. They give us a little bit, and that's kind of it. They just tease us. And this movie just breaks my heart because it should be so much better than what it is. Coming in at number 3 is 2014's Godzilla. What's funny is the Godzilla movies are my bottom 2 movies, but I love Godzilla. But Godzilla 2014 does have a lot of issues. I remember seeing this movie in the theaters back with some friends, and I was very excited for this film. I couldn't wait to see it. And unfortunately, Godzilla's in about 15 minutes of the movie, and that to me just is not, it's not a good look. Your movie is titled Godzilla, and yet you hardly show Godzilla. So I don't like the fact that Godzilla is always second fiddle. I feel like this universe doesn't really know what to do with Godzilla, and that's been my biggest complaint and still my biggest issue of this franchise. And also, Aaron Taylor Johnson, I don't really care about the story that his character goes through. It's a little bit of a better story compared to King of Monsters and better human characters, especially Bryan Cranston, but I just don't care. Coming in at number 2 is going to be Kong Skull Island. I love this movie. This movie is just so much fun. Tom Hiddleston, Brie Larson give really good performances. Samuel L. Jackson as well is in this film. And you know what is funny is that those 3 actors are legendary actors, but to me, the highlight of this movie is John C. Reilly. He's so good in the film. He's really funny. He brings in that comic relief. Also, at the same time, I feel like the human elements of this movie work a lot better than the other 2 movies I mentioned prior. Kong is an incredible, personable type of monster, which is really interesting. They really flesh out his personality, especially in the next movie I'm going to talk about, my number 1. But Kong Skull Island is a movie that's a lot of fun. There's not really a big bad per se, which is the unfortunate thing about this film, but I do like all the moments that we get with Kong, and Kong is way more focused on in this film, and I feel like maybe they just don't want to put out the CGI budget for Godzilla because it's a big giant lizard that breathes fire, whereas Kong is a lot more simple because there's a lot of movies with big giant apes, and that's what Kong is. And coming in at number 1, the best of this franchise has got to be Godzilla vs. Kong, the latest installment in this MonsterVerse franchise. This is really a sequel to Kong Skull Island, it feels like, featuring Godzilla because Kong is very much heavily involved in the plot of this film and what the characters are trying to do. Now, granted, this movie has its problems. Again, the human characters, they suck, like pretty much all of these movies, but the one thing I can get behind is Alexander Skarsgård and Team Kong, per se, in this movie. I actually really liked their story a little bit more. I thought it was a lot more fun and a little bit more dramatic, and it left me not as confused or feeling inferior or stupid, whereas Team Godzilla stuff was just dumb. It was really dumb. and a lot of plot conveniences happen with both parties. But this movie gave me what I wanted. Mechagodzilla, man. I've been wanting Mechagodzilla since the very first Godzilla. And now that we have it, I'm on cloud nine. I absolutely enjoyed what I got with this film. It was so much fun. I went in with no expectations. I did not expect anything from this movie, to be honest with you, because this franchise has really not been a great franchise for me. And I want to love all of these movies, but unfortunately I haven't been able to. And that's why I love Godzilla vs. Kong, because this movie actually delivered on its promise and its premise. And granted, yes, Godzilla and Kong hinders itself on the Batman v Superman problem, which is you have these two titans going up against each other. You have two different teams, two different sides of the coin. And yes, they go against each other, but then they come together and unite. But like, that's fine with me. I have no problem with that. It makes sense because Mechagodzilla is the real villain in this movie. I'm pretty freaking happy we got Mechagodzilla. I'm still obviously very excited about it. And yeah, again, this movie has its faults. It's not perfect, but man, is it a fun time. And it's a movie that really gave us what we needed during this time. And if you just want a really fun movie to shut your brain off for a couple of hours and, you know, don't even worry about the plot and what's going on, definitely check out Godzilla vs. Kong because it's a lot of fun. And you get Mechagodzilla. Anyway, guys, that is my ranking for the entire MonsterVerse franchise. What did you think about my ranking? Let me know down below in the comment section of this video. Again, this is my ranking. Your ranking is going to be different, so I want to know your ranking of this franchise. Make sure you hit that thumbs up button if you enjoyed this content. Subscribe to the channel for more content just like this. It's very important. It's very important you subscribe. 600 subs, and I'm actually going to be reviewing a Pokemon movie. That's right, I'm a huge Pokemon fan. For those of you who follow me on Twitch, those of you who watch me stream on Twitch, I do a lot of shiny hunting on Twitch because I'm a big fan of Pokemon, and I'm actually going to celebrate Pokemon's 25th anniversary. If we reach 600 subs by the end of this weekend, I will indeed release a Pokemon review on a Pokemon film that I've missed. And I might even let you decide. And that video will come out in May. Anyway, guys, thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye.